Sell to millions of people online with Shopify's social media and marketplace integrations. You can sell your
on your own time.
Producers, this plugin helps you finish your tracks way faster. Check this out. I'm gonna start with this loop that I made here.
It's like a glitch I can't control. Someone's fucking with my dough. Kinda voodoo shit, you know. You know, you won't find me tongue-tied. No witness on my side. Harmonies when I cry. This stuff makes me nauseous. Losing what they taught us. Gotta tread real cautious. But I go back to default. I go back to default. I go back to someone's fucking with my door. Kinda voodoo shit, you know. You know, but you won't find me tongue-tied. No witness on my side. Harmonies when I cry. This stuff makes me nauseous. Losing what they taught us. Gotta tread real cautious. I go back to default.
So you think you know Wix, but do you really? First up, we've got shape video masks. You can use different shapes to create completely different vibes and aesthetics. Or you can create your own graphic. I use the shape composition here. Just import any SVG file and set it as a shape mask. Nice. Next up, we'll keep it moving with the hover box. You can use it to animate any element and create these really eye-catching interactions. And what I love is that the level of control you get here is crazy precise. You can set your animation ease, scale size, and position to create this really dope effect. Third, we've got the mega menu. This not only lets you organize your site menu into different subcategories, but it also looks amazing when you add in different elements like text, buttons, images, and pretty much anything you can think of. And last but not least, we've got My Designs. This feature lets you save any section or component that you've already created, and you can use it as a starting point on any other pages or sites you're working on. This one's personally saved me a ton of time. So you got all these features. Now see what you can do with them. Get on over to Wix and create something dope.
Stop.
Gotta do it hella big, had to run it back again. Run it back again. Light it up, represent, gotta do it hella big, had to run it back again. Light it up, represent, had to do it hella big, had to run it back again. Gotta do it hella big, had to run it back again.
Stop.
Gotta do it hella big, had to run it back again.
People in the back, get 'em up. One time for the people in the back, get 'em up. One time for the people in the back, get 'em up. One time for the people in the back, in the back, in the back, for the people in the back, 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 for the people in the back, 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 for the people in the back, for the people in the back, for the people in the
Gotta do it hella big, had to run it back again.
Stop.
Gotta do it hella big, had to run it back again.
We chose Shopify because for us it was the quickest, easiest, and most seamless.
think I am live. How you doing, Rike?
I am doing good.
How you going, Flurgle?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you. You're both excited for this fucking amazing semi-final we got ahead of us. Ours versus I can never pronounce it correctly. Anna.
I have the same issue. I keep getting told off. I just cannot pronounce it.
I think it's Einherjar. I can't pronounce it either.
Einherjar.
ENR. I'm probably butchered it already.
ENR.
ENR.
Ours versus ENR. Playing on Black Coast with an interesting lave prepared for us today, right? With the Monastery Chernikov Central double cap.
Yes, we've gone to switch up a bit. So we wanted to try and get a focus around Monastery. It's never been a middle cap before. It's a really interesting layout around there. So we wanted to see if we could do something with that. We couldn't do it as a single cap. It would just be too unbalanced. So we've gone for this middle cap. And from what we're hearing is it looks quite good. So we're excited for it. And also the Warrior. We haven't, I don't know the last
Warrior.
time. When is the last time we've seen a Warrior in the competitive scene? I don't know. But it's got a stabilizer on it. So it will hopefully match up well with the Lav 6. But obviously, the Lav 6 is much more... It's quicker. It's got better mobility. So, and the Warrior is better from longer range. So there's a really interesting dynamic between the vehicles there.
Speed from the Lavs versus the strength and brutality of the Warriors. It's going to be fantastic to watch.
Keep an eye out for the helis. What happens to the helis? So they got two big transport helis. These are not small. Now, will they use both as a rollout, or one be fully loaded and then the other is ready to ram?
Yeah. Ramming a big heli though. And normal pub matches, that's normally frowned upon, but in pro play and competitive play, it is all for it and even encouraged, isn't it?
Oh, from a caster point of view, it's definitely encouraged. We want to see it. we
Love
want
seeing
to see them
Scout
ram.
Helis ram Kaz. Awesome. Well, I think we are rolling to live as both teams are in and ready to roll. Predictions, Flurgle? Who do you reckon is going to win, ours or ENR?
Yeah, I've got probably my mortgage on ENR. I don't think. I think Owls will have a really good, strong first round. I think. In the second round, I think just ENR's experience is going to come through.
That's one
And
for
ENR
ENR.
are really good on the back foot as well. They keep their mindset going and are able to come back from what could potentially be a loss. I mean, we saw it when they played against Rat Brigade. They almost got rolled back from main and then ended up winning. So
are you going for ENR as well? Or you reckon ENR are going to take it? Sorry, Rakev?
It's going to be tough. But Owls have not had their best tournament. They have performed better in other tournaments so far. So I think ENR could take this.
And I am a slut for an underdog story, so I'm going ours.
Ooh.
Love seeing the underdogs take the win.
The last time they met, I think, in official tournament was in IM, I believe, and that was a win for Owls.
Was
on sanction, I believe, not to have my history books out.
No, you're
but
correct.
It was a very close game. Yeah, it was a very close game, and a lot of the kind of like movements that Owls did with their front lines and pushing and things like that kind of like paid dividends. So it'd be interesting to see what happens in the first like 10 minutes of the game. It kind of dictates a lot, but have a lot of experienced players within their roster and a lot of really experienced SLs as well. So whatever does happen, they should be able to react to it, I think.
Yes, and we spoke to You've Been Memed from ENR after the last match last week. However, there was an issue with my Discord recording. Some reason in the pre-game lobby, it doesn't record. It only records in the live. So he did say that they want to get revenge on Owls.
Yeah. I'll be on the cast on the ENR, so I'll be able to hear their command comms to see what happens within the game. So anything that I do know or do find out, I'll let you know as well, and we'll see what they're going to do different.
I think we're all
I'm
going to be
rolling
on
on the
Enar's
side of
so
the
no one-
Owls.
The Owls will be speaking
the Enar.
Chinese. So
I will quickly swap.
yeah, I just got you swapped. I'm gonna have to now reset it all back up. I'm excited for this really big
Do we
game.
have to reset it?
Squad Esports tournament 40 versus 40 semi-final. Einherjar versus Owls. All to play for. Have I got that right? Is Owls starting on... I can't see. So Owls are starting on Canada and ENR are starting on the Brits. It's a Commonwealth Civil War scenario.
Alrighty. I'm going to go to live gameplay. And we should be up and running. Hell yeah, we are.
And of course, Flurgle is from Old Continentals, who's playing the semi-final later today at 6 p.m. UTC. Who would you, if you win your semi-final match, who would you prefer to see in the final? Owls or in Einherjar?
Einherjar, every day of the week. No.
You prefer to see
no
them over
possibility.
Owls?
I would, I would prefer to see Einherjar. They're a really good team, and obviously the history, obviously the players between them, it's a really, really good matchup. So,
And you
but
play
either
on the
way,
EU
I think
server, of
either,
course.
yeah. So either way, Owls or ENR, and obviously we still need to have a really good competition against 82 Wolves. So, hopefully we can progress through, and I would be happy with either of them. But if it was my personal preference, it would be ENR.
On the rollout, ENR have 2 very full helis, whereas ours have got 1 very full one and a partial. So we may see an harass from Lily Lou. And ours for SS will be looking to do a drop, but both ENR's helis looking like they're going for drops.
Yeah, you'd be very surprised with the kind of tactics that towards Owls use with one heli. As I say, they've got 1 full and 1's only gunned, only 1 gunner in one side. So they might potentially try for 1 drop and the heli to do some kind of like, live.
Owls have also got the extremely good helicopter gunner as well.
Yeah, seen a lot of his VODs. He is very committed to becoming a heli gunner and very good at it as well. It's quite frightening, to be honest.
All right, we are underway, fellas. Owls versus ENR, round 1. Let's do it. Who's excited to see first blood?
Actually getting nervous myself. I'm not even playing.
Where are they going to go?
Rollouts.
It's all going to come down to where that helicopter drop first comes. Are they going to prioritize Monastery or prioritize Chernikov?
I think both Owls helis are flying north. One's flying further north, one's straight to Chernikov.
I would expect the Owls heli with Siri Urian to be going straight to wherever the drop-off is to be able to get the guns going.
ENR are sending one straight south Monastery right now. They look like they're going to cut off Monastery. The Owls aren't even contesting. They're not going to Monastery at all.
No, but the gunner,
one heli,
the gunner heli's
one
following.
heli, the gunner.
This heli has rotated himself.
He's
this
open
heli
fire.
Gunner gets 1.
There's 4 dead on the ground.
5.
Siri Yuri is an absolute demon inside that helicopter.
I think Crystal's going for the crash here.
Oh, he is. He's looking to take Siri Yuri out of the game. The pilot also. What's the pilot's name? He's a very good helicopter pilot. It'd be hard to crash into him.
Owls have dropped very aggressive with one heli. They've crashed in south.
Chernikov heli has crashed, yeah, for ours. It's rotated itself on the 2 buildings. Hab going down on Chernikov Central for ours. No Hab or radio up yet for Monastery for ENR.
This is very, very interesting for Owls. They've wiped them completely off Chernikov. They've not even allowed to go into there. And the heli, obviously coming on the northeast of Monastery, has wiped an entire squad.
Logi truck destroyed on the north side of Chernikov.
Big
Not gonna be
hat
a
coming
half
out.
for Chernikov. Yeah, that's a huge kill there.
So both sides are really just focusing on one cap at the moment.
Yes.
See, the back caps are pretty even percentage-wise.
3 Logis on Chernikov.
ENR are going to struggle to get into Chernikov, but O.W.L.S not even looking at Monastery at the moment.
Interesting to see what teams do at this point, because this is a double cap. One flag does not mean you can take the next cap. So they're very much, both of the teams haven't really lost anything. Yes, there's a couple of kills, but nothing's really lost at the moment. Just the map presence on both caps.
1 lap on Chernikov.
And here, a lot of shooting from the vehicles, but I don't think they're actually shooting at anyone in particular.
2 laps on Chernikov.
The lads just kind of driving around.
I'm building everything on Monastery. I'm not playing for Chernikov, the commander squad.
Where's the Warriors? Just having a look. So the Warriors are north of Monastery.
Focus on the east side. Send one guy to the east. Of Monastery.
They're going around Chernikov.
This is probably the most spread out map we've done so far when it comes to casting. Like, you gotta be all over the place with this one. We're not making it easy for us.
I'm already getting set up on the West Hills, ready for the grind.
I lost the open top. East, southeast monastery.
Just listen to the command comms, see if there's anything interesting going.
I'll find it. Go can kill it. I got it.
You guys seeing anything?
East. Marking.
Infantry between us, Gisper. Yeah, I'm reacting.
Tim Tam? Virgil? You seen anything? Guys? Hello? Is that Discord broken? Can we not hear each other at the moment?
Despair. Oh, wait. Yeah. Did they script him or not?
No, they kept going north. Don't bring trucks out. Let the helis do supply.
Let me have a look. What's going on? Tim Tam, can you hear me now?
Oh.
There we go.
What the heck is going on with my mic?
So, no, it's not you. It seems like it was Discord.
It was Discord?
Yeah, it was Discord having a few minutes. This is the problem.
Alright,
We
okay.
rely too much on technology.
Let's just make sure I didn't stuff up my vocals on Twitch. No, we're all good. Okay, we're back. The only thing I was noticing was the open top O.W.L.S vehicle to the south of Monastery floating around. But that's really about it. The rest of the attention's all at Chernikov Central. Monastery's fully capped, fully protected by ENR. They've got mortars down. Mortars are down for O.W.L.S as well.
You can see the way they've set
O.W.L.S
up
vehicle.
as well. They're definitely in
O.W.L.S
the better
vehicle,
position.
Close top O.W.L.S vehicle to the north near their main. Probably going to intercept a Logi at the position they're sitting at. It's just looking solid defense for Chernikov Central for O.W.L.S. But the lack of pressure on Monastery might be a detriment to them.
Yeah, well, ours aren't even putting any pressure on Monastery at the moment. ENR are already on the outskirts of Chernikov. So I think this is where we're going to see a lot of the action taking place.
And they're nipping in there as well. They're starting to poke the defenses, especially to the east.
Yeah, and with the rally placements, they've got a lot of ground behind them before they get to Monastery as well. Ours have got a real uphill battle to get over there. My Ergo's picking up kills on the mortar. Who do you reckon is going to get this at the moment?
That Logi's about to get messed up by that open top, close top.
You seen the
Let's go by
Einherjar hat kit on the southern bridge? He is marked. I guess the heli must have seen him. Trying to keep an eye out in case a Logi or Lav comes over it.
That's a very good spot for a heli.
I'll keep an eye out. I'll keep some guys there.
He is marked by something.
The Owls vehicle, just let the Logi drive back to main. Just let him drive past. Where they're waiting for him to bring assets out.
Could he see him?
Yeah, his turret was tracking him.
I am back. Sorry about that. I had a bit issues.
Oh, our Discord broke anyway. We're in a different VC now. In the Discord, I've been dragging you guys around.
So very much the game hasn't changed at all, even with the opener, which I thought I wouldn't.
No, but we were just saying, whilst you weren't here, Einherjar are definitely doing better on the push at the moment. They're outside Chernikov, so Owls have a long way to push them back to get anywhere near Monastery. No pressure on Monastery at the moment.
I think the tubes now getting up from Monastery is the important side of it. The only issue I see is obviously there's no main control for Einherjar, that they going to be limited to only the helis getting the supplies in towards Monastery at the moment. Them Lavs are kind of allowed to do what they want to do at the moment.
Yeah, where are the Warriors now? Where's the updated location on the Warriors?
Yeah, Warriors northeast
Monastery.
Yeah.
No.
They're kind of just keeping that area locked down. They're playing defensive, which is what we said the Warriors would be doing. They're much slower than the Lavs. They can't afford to get in a close range fight with them. I'm still absolutely loving the fact that we don't have camera shake for the mortars now.
Unless you want it on.
Yeah, I don't know why you would.
It's very, I mean, both teams actually doing really good here. I think they've managed to get like a scrim line out, stretching towards there. They've got some defenders as well for Einherjar covering the northeast of Monastery, around the Monastery, making sure there's nothing going to surprise them. So they can focus towards Chernikov at the moment.
I was starting to make a little bit of ground back on the south of Chernikov. You see, you got St. Adi starting to push out. He has missed Brain, though. Brain is underneath the bridge.
So the only issue I see lying for Owls at the moment is if they allow themselves to get sucked in towards the fight towards Monastery, and they forget about the north of Chernikov. It is very much where the main for the GB side is, and it could come back later in the game towards that position. Kind of leaving that a little bit unaware right now. Squad 5 SL, Mazmat's away, Burn Squad 1 rally. That leaves a huge gap on the northeast. Yeah. So they might have some presence here to get back into Chernikov for Einherjar.
Yeah, I'll snuck a Logi out across the Chernikov bridge.
Okay.
That's
yes.
May
But
just
that
be
is their side. They are on the
ammo
west.
for a. Oh yeah, sorry.
I was just trying to keep an eye. You were talking about that open top in the north. It's now coming south. It's not even bothered to intercept a Logi.
I guess both helis are active, so they may not be sending as much logistics out through vehicles until those.
Yeah. Squad 4 is the backdoor squad, I think, from Owls. They've got the hat kits south.
Keep an eye on the south bridge, the helis, because it's open at the minute. I'm running a eye on it.
You should either go northwest or south.
Just clear the main.
There's a lot going on. I just try and keep an eye on to see if there's anything happening. Like I said, this is definitely the largest kind of map we've done. And it's what's I'm finding very interesting is the Einherjar on the west of Chernikov looking to come across the bridge. There is potential they could do something like that.
Very odd rally, forcing themselves to cross over that bridge. Like guess they wouldn't be expecting it.
I think that initial rally is quite good. I think if they update it, and they could actually apply some pressure to the west of the Have and get some stacks in it. I think they just want to cover that, limit obviously the amount of supplies getting put into it.
Let's move out.
Owl's Gunner's DC'd at the moment. Unfortunate.
Ooh, the Lavs are heading northeast. They're actually driving towards a hat kit. So Shapya is over in that direction.
Yeah, seen that. Can maybe get one shot, and the Warriors are rotating a little bit here. Take the high ground. They do see that though on the UV.
Shapya can see him. Remember, he's got the N-Law, so he's going to have much better chance of hitting at long range. You can see both Lavs at the moment.
Takes the shot.
He fires. He hits.
He hits.
He's fully engined that first Lav.
This is really good for the Warriors. I think the Warriors might have a sight line soon.
They are repositioning. He's going to try to body push him away to safety.
There's a hat kit waiting, or there was
Airstrike
one.
comes out.
The airstrike was on the mine marker. I think that was the tubes they mined. The airstrike. Or the TAP V.
Oh, they're stuck. They've just pushed the Lav into a boulder.
The airstrike.
Mortars start coming down.
The airstrike was for the tubes. The airstrike the mortar player.
Gotcha, thank you.
It's an interesting tactic. Never seen that before.
It's better than not using it,
that
though.
on cooldown. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. They should be able to see this with the Cream and James.
Smoke's just cleared. They are now trying to repair the engine. Mortars still coming down around them.
They're getting awfully close.
If they, yeah, they're getting very close.
Have got out of the lab to try and repair.
Oh, good hit. That's that.
Ego.
Yeah, that's a clutch kill. That was. And this other lab needs to be worried, like a bit concerned. They've dropped out another one. Is he gonna?
He's just trying to drive it to safety.
No gunners for either of these vehicles at the moment.
Some
He's
engine.
stuck in there though. He doesn't have the power.
You need to be very careful.
Oh, he's down!
Shappy!
Yeah, that's a clutch kill. It's really, that's game changing now for you know.
Really good
Still,
play by
the
Shapya.
Warriors nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The Warriors are very, very strong on this map. I don't think they're utilizing the best at the moment.
They're playing them safe. They're picking off infantry. Krim just got a kill.
You're tracking that squad 8 pushing across the bridge. They're across the bridge and they are inside Chernikov.
Yeah,
they are, and they're using it to be able to take over that southern bridge as well. Rally's underneath, so they should be able to burn it.
They maybe called it. Yeah, is the one guy CE? No, it's a hat kit. The other hat kit, just watch Bread, west of Chernikov Cap. He might get a shot onto the lav if it goes towards... I think it's going to rep station.
He might get this. He is getting round. There's no infantry here to protect the lav.
Yeah, I think this is... They definitely don't know about this this hat kit, for sure.
Bread is one of the sneakiest
He's
and best hats I've ever seen play.
Southwest seems okay, on the north.
Airstrike coming in, I think.
You may just have to interrupt with the mortar. Is about to stumble on.
They just use airstrike.
Yeah, the mortar's back up.
Oh, he's instantly going to turn on that for sure.
No, he's running past it. He wants the lav. I don't think he knows where it is now, though. He's gone
Mortar's
past
marked
it.
with mine marker, so yeah, I don't think he's heard the lav go in. But he is in a prime position. That lav will probably come north again once it resets with the rep. Apparently I sound like a microwave. I don't know if that's,
Sound like a microwave.
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, upgrade your quality of your microphone.
That's crazy.
So Bread's in a great position waiting for that lav. But it looks like it's going out on the west. It will have been called out by his teammates. As it drives past his teammates, he's just going to run past the mortar to start heading towards it.
They have a toe up in Monastery.
I was just hovering that. I'm like, I haven't seen a toe in comp play yet before. What is this?
It's very smart. If you can engine that one lav from one toe, why not? And it kind of sees.
If that's on Monastery, it'll see a lot of Chernikov.
Yeah.
We need construction on Monastery for a
Oh, I just thought of a new thing I'm going to ask the modders to add. It'd be really interesting seeing the vehicle countdown timer at the top, so you can do how long have they got the vehicle advantage for. So it must
Like a
still
power
be
play
another
almost.
7 minutes.
Bretta's going to get a shot on the lav. He's now going to the west. I think they're going to creep through here. He's going to get one shot, I think. Or maybe not.
Depends which way it's going to go. He's looking for a position. Maybe he's just free roaming round here.
I'm surprised he hasn't pinged any rallies. He's going to ping rally 9, I think. He's unaware of that.
Watch that flank. We lost a guy over there. I don't know what's going on.
See, the ENR front line's much further back now towards Monastery. They're not pushing as far in.
Yeah.
Which is weird, because they had the vehicle advantage. Oh, Warrior! Warrior can see the lav! Is that Crack and Chrissy in the Warrior? Yes.
Yep. They just got. I think the lab retreated. Brett is still hunting this. He's still hunting, and he's gone completely unaware. The west of the hab could potentially be proxied, and rallies have burnt for hours, and they haven't reacted to it.
Here we go. It's crossing his view. Gets the hat off. It's engined.
Brett does die, but there is maybe a mark that could get tubed here. It's quite close to the rep station, so they probably will save this.
But now, what do ENR do? They got one lav down. This lav is now engined and half out because it's been hit by a tandem. Are they going to start pushing more? I don't think they are.
2 enemies, but 4 coming from the east.
Cream and James are on the hill. They maybe just see it. There's just a tree in the way. They might see the smoke blooming.
ENR starting to get a couple of infantry to the north of Chernikov Central now. Probably going to get a rally up there, and that's going to be a great angle to be pushing in from, like you were saying earlier, Flurgle.
Yeah.
Ours starting to apply pressure. They're coming in from the southeast of the Monastery hab.
Motorcycle east of hab, also accurate, heads up.
Tickets are still in favour towards ENR, but again, it's really just only the vehicle loss that's managed to bring it down for ENR. Kills are very similar, very, very similar.
Very even match.
Yes, yeah. The one thing I find with Owls is the wider they play, the more stress tests that can be pushed in the middle. And ENR haven't forced that yet, but both teams kind of holding for some map presence, even though the map's kind of flipped on itself for domains.
Oh, Cream and James are now in a fantastic position with the Warrior.
Yeah, they might see this. They might see. Got the lab dinging something there. Yeah. They might see the lab when it peaks on the south after the rip.
They're just fragging any window they can see at the moment.
Oh, Murderhead.
What? What happened?
Oh, sorry. Just following a little bit of a skirmish going on to the east of Monastery. Ours did got a couple of members up here, but they're being intercepted by a couple of infantry for ENR, just really holding good defense. And just following this one last member, Von Motorhead, doing his best to hang in there. But is just getting attacked from so many angles.
They're forcing through this east side now, and there's a big gap now created northwest of Monastery for ENR to hold. A couple of guys still alive, but he's get pistoled.
Civet pulls out the pistol, takes out Von Motorhead, and then gets tagged by Frag. And that'll be that push from the east.
Lab's back up now, moving around the map. Let's go northeast. These hack kits for ENR have been really crucial at the moment. Very good.
Have ENR though aren't really doing much to push. Oh, they're taking some shots. The Warrior's taking shots from the lab.
The Warrior do see it. This lab's gonna die. The Warriors?
No!
Oh, the Warrior's dead!
GGD comes in with the hack kit. Where even is he?
That's a crucial kill. Where is he? I don't know where he is. Trying to find him. What squad is he in?
Where is he?
I can't find him myself. I really can't
I see
find
saying
him.
AD. Oh,
I
he's
really don't know
here.
where
It's
he
in
is.
GGD. He's next to St. AD in the middle of the map, south of the hab. What
Wow.
a shot. Look at the range on that.
Wow. That's a clutch kill. That lad was dead for rights. Had did not deserve to win. Good hat shot.
Wow.
Have 2 people west of you.
Really,
Tap V
really
dies,
good work.
Pratt gets a kill on Tap V. So the ticket's still very, very much a little bit in favour towards ENR. Kills very similar as well. The Owls have pushed them out of the east side, completely off.
ENR, however, have that rally to the north of Chernikov Central, and multiple members are starting to push in that big open gap.
As I said, like
Shappy.
Owls have
Shappy already in there.
They've definitely left that north side. But the Owls Gunner is back on the scene.
That's a huge gap to shove through. You can see Owls are reacting. They are bringing people north.
It's a very good game.
He's going to get an angle on anyone crossing that road momentarily. And Stubbs, I reckon, might be the first one to try to cross. Although, it's been spotted by Peach. Nails him.
Great shot. 4SS, some Chinese letters coming in on the flank of the north push. I think Kita might know he's coming. Oh no, he's looking the wrong way.
Got an angle on Peach. Tags him. May have given away his position, however.
Gets the
Interesting
kill.
now.
Liza and Kitta both getting their guns pointing this way. Put some damage back in. Kitta's now got a nice flank.
Nade comes out.
Oh, that's a good nade too.
Great nade.
UV comes up on Chernikov now. I don't know if you're not going to maybe have a little bit of a play towards something, but they're losing a lot of ground fast on the south side of Chernikov.
The ENR party must be coming up in the next few minutes, correct?
Yeah.
Owls have one member on top of Monastery.
Yeah, they do.
Status. Managed to sneak his way onto point.
Can't do anything though, he's on his own.
But that is a... If he finds that toe, that'll be nice to be jumping on for a little bit.
Shoot them all in the back.
Your assets and my assets. If he jumps on that, gets a shot off into one of the warriors, that could
Yeah, they could airstrike it.
Where is that?
The warriors
Using
are
the
on the
rail
rep station.
Do you want
Yeah.
to think you burned it?
It's on the wall on that west of Monastery. So you could possibly see it on the intersection.
I think he's just spotted it.
It has.
Maybe not.
Oh, okay, if he's burning, hit by hat. He might be able to save it and drive down to the rep station.
Status Will gained a lot of intel that they might be able to pass on to see some actual pushes coming from Owls. Because they're still playing on the defensive.
Do you want the artillery to push somewhere or...
Motorhead is approaching Status. Oh no. Status.
Lad from the North Road. No, it's backing off. Backing off. Thought we would have had a Vic fight there.
Where is the warrior at the moment? Just trying to have a look.
It's north of Monastery.
Where are they getting through on Monastery?
Oh yeah, I see it there.
Yeah. Got command asset getting used towards Owl's Hab. Possibly gonna put an artery here.
Over the east, so I think it's the last one of the rally.
I think there's a lot of presence in
Is that a heli drop?
I think
By Lily?
there's a yeah. Tactical insurgent.
South of Monastery. It's not bad.
Match can still go either way. It is so close. Both teams just waiting for the other one to make a mistake.
Yeah.
And so long left on the match as well. Still got half an hour.
It's very
we
much,
may
yeah.
find this going to time.
I think it will. I think that this will be like a close ticket deficit towards, unless the teams can take one of the vehicles and start pressing through the front line. It's very much a stalemate.
ENR are trying, but Owls are playing so defensive that they got the whole team to wipe to try and take the cap.
Everything's been reacted well, yeah.
They may have overreacted to the north because the south is starting to look a little sparse for the Owls.
It is, you are right there.
You're actually getting like at least half a squad, maybe even a full squad towards southwest of Chernikov.
So you could probably play that.
Squad 8 have actually got a really good rally on the coast as well, but it might have been spotted by the heli.
Oh my gosh, I just saw the worst team kill ever. Colonel, Colonel, sorry, I can't say it. Colonel just killed Owls outside. Reflex runs inside and just shoots him in the face.
Okay, is there any top fraggers? Might go sitting with 13 in caps. Mazmat sitting with 12 in caps, 4 confirmed. Brain hitting with 10. The Vics aren't like the Vic. I would like to see the Vics do a little bit more for I think.
Artie coming down on top of Chernikov Central's hab.
Yeah, I just heard Zeus on the other side. He just said that it might be going the distance, so he's going to use every single artillery he can at any time. So they really are set up right now, I think, ENR, for playing this for the rest of the 30 minutes.
To see what happens when Artie comes down. I don't see them in a position to be able to start pushing, really.
Yeah, definitely.
It's just kind of just an Artie for the sake of Artie, and they don't have the numbers.
Yeah. I think it's...
And this Lav is blocking the south at the moment as well.
The Lav's just driving around. I think it's just trying to kind of keep rotating. I think the other Lav will be back up soon. Yeah, it's in right now. The driver's in waiting. Warrior should be soon as well. Next.
If Owls are going to push, this will be the best time. Because now they've got the 2 Lavs up. There's 1 Warrior still down. That Artie, they should call him any second now. Now would be the best time for Owls to try and take Monastery, if they're going to.
But they've got no way in.
Unless they creep and barrage that whole middle bit.
Yeah, I think the art replace from ENR isn't the best, to be honest. I think they should try and gain something off the map, like so ideally the east of Chernikov or south of Chernikov. Art in the Hab's not really going to do anything.
No, because they still can't push in. There's still people to the south that they need to try and get through. That eastern push, though, looking a bit more promising.
Yeah. Owls don't have really good rallies at the moment, to be totally honest. They've come some a bit close to the Hab, but there's not really many people in the mid.
It's also worth pointing out that even though ENR are the aggressors here, Owls aren't pushing at all. ENR still ahead on tickets.
Yeah,
so
there's
they
a
are
massive
trading
ticket spike there. A massive ticket spike. It's now, I think it was between the 20 to 30. Now it's dropped. It's gone even higher. Just a little bit, not a lot though. It'd be interesting to see what this other lab does.
Trading better, aren't they?
Yeah.
Is that 100 deaths to 66 deaths?
67 kill. Yeah. Yep.
It's a big difference.
It is a big difference, yeah. But for, I think ideally the Warriors are pretty indestructible. The fact that they've traded well with the Vics and they've managed to gain the control that they have Owls. I think they kind of blundered a little bit. They had a lot of presence on the map north of Chernikov.
They have left south of Chernikov.
We do see both Lavs now back on objective on Chernikov Central to the west.
Yeah.
I'll be very interested to see how Owls play the second round. The fact that they're playing so defensive, other than the odd probe onto Monastery to make sure that ENR keep people back on the defense, to me, implies that in the second round they're probably going to go on the aggressive. And they're just looking to conserve as many tickets as they can in this first round, and then when they're the Brits, they're going to go all out.
I don't think either team has a plan or has any idea how to take the other cap at the moment. They don't have any ambition to do it. They're just plain presence to be there. This lab's going north now.
Like I said, ENR are doing a good job on the trades, but then just not gaining that ground in the south like they should be. It's just very hard. There's just so much open space they have to push across so they can get to the hab.
We should push, we just should get the buildings and sit there. It's on north. The numbers on north right now.
Nah, we shouldn't push.
Yeah. Nah, I don't need to push out on the east. I think I'm gonna take over the buildings and just sit there and not push inside the city itself.
Really interesting command comms.
Check if you want.
Yeah, so you know now
turn around.
they're having a communication now where they're thinking pushing's not the best idea. To be totally honest, they've actually gained the entire east side where they could potentially chuck the warriors in and place a hab for Chernikov themselves, but I do agree with ENR's call that they don't really need to push. They're doing really well for Monastery at the moment.
Just watching ENR Cream on the east side doing amazing work gaining ground. He's just got good 200 meters of ground gained by himself, clearing space for his team.
There's a small light Vic for Owls with a CE on it. I don't know, they might flank the entire of the map to get this radio one Monastery.
I lost my spawn on north.
No idea what they're doing at the moment. They have got a move marker somewhere.
Cream just gets another.
Something popped.
I don't know what that was.
One lav west of church.
Didn't see any vehicles destroyed, and I'm in that area where the pop came from. I have no idea what it
Might
was.
have been, could have been a carcass. I think it makes the same noise sometimes.
Warrior back up, but they have not respawned. Obviously, Cream, who we're just watching on the front line at the moment, he was in it, and James is here as well. They're both currently on the front line pushing that east.
They're in Chernikov. They've made it inside the combat, inside buildings.
Yeah, they are. This is the most success ENR have had so far to get to the cap.
Cream's just got his 4th kill.
What's a little bit bizarre is that in the command comms they were talking about we don't need a push, we don't need a push, and yet they are still pushing, and they are now taking more and more ground.
Yeah. Oh, something hit, but Lav hit. Lav hit with either Lat, I think, potentially. Just south of the hab for Owls. Just backing off.
Cream
yeah.
has now got 12 knocks, 7 kills with the 1 death. Thank you to modders for that little overlay on the FPV view.
Oh, it's amazing. Really good feature.
Oh, this
saves us having to find the kills and deaths.
This art is just off.
Ooh, you're right. That arty is just a smidge off.
It might still kill a couple people, but I mean, if it just was a little bit, I mean, people are like Squad 2 are way to run in towards it.
Guy west behind the yellow building.
Yeah, they shouldn't have worried about trying to block off that east. Just let the infantry deal with the east and focus on getting the arty across from south to as far north as possible. But they're going to miss out on all that force in the south.
It's going to be west of you, James. West.
You know, aren't even taking the next warrior. I don't know if it's just 'cause Cream's fragging out and killing everybody, or they have no plan to take it out. Sarty's going to drop and maybe.
Oh! He's hit once in the yellow building.
It's really interesting watching them on this east side. It's just a very slow push. They're trying to trade out, and then they revive the wounded and move forward as far as they can before the next wave comes in to stop them.
The road further west.
They're playing it
Sorry, I'm
extremely
still
well.
watching Cream.
Yeah, that's
and
that's who I'm watching. Yeah.
He's doing such a good job keeping this pressure on and calling out where the enemies are. That creeping barrage is going to clip him soon, though. He needs to get him together.
Yeah, this barrage is a way to come down on Squad 2, quite heavily, to be honest. I think they might kill them all. This will slow down the ENR's push.
Oh, they've all just run into it. We were talking about it being the wrong place for the arty, but ENR running straight into it.
Just really unlucky.
Cream's got to be careful. It's going to clip him in the back. There he goes.
Yeah, yep. I think the end strike was
Stubbs,
Kidder,
all go down.
That just completely kills any hope that ENR wanted to get back into there. That's unfortunate.
They've lost so much ground there now.
Yeah. And everyone's wiped, so it's a full reset. I think James could probably get
study.
Cream up, and then that's about it. But that's a full reset for squad 2, unfortunate. Hit
And
and,
Owls still playing
yeah, tried to
defensive.
hit.
If you look in the middle, they're not pushing out. I reckon they are just saving as many tickets as they can for round 2.
$156 to $189, still in favor of ENR.
Yeah.
Because the second warrior hasn't been taken out of main.
I think they're worried about that main camp, potentially. I think the squad 10s where you have a an attempt to take the hab. I think it's going to get in between by squad 4 SL. Yeah, he sees him already.
Infantry north of hab.
There's the call out in Combs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very, like, most of the SLs, as I said before the game, like, you know, have really experienced SLs, and it shows massively. Everything Owls have kind of, like, little rallies here, little rallies there, they've always managed to squash them and reduce the threat. The main important thing for them was keeping the Chio, keeping the vehicles alive, and making sure they didn't lose any ground. It looks very similar to what it was at the start of the game.
It's just a bit of a lull now. No major pushes happening, and it's just these back and forth front lines. Just a bit of tug of war happening.
They're playing it really well, though.
Oh,
really slow pushing by ENR. It's nice to watch.
Tube. How the hell? That was a hit and run.
Saki Yuri is just something else on that.
I don't know how much he's got right now, but that first in it, there's only 6 in caps, no confirmed kills, but was definitely one for the camera, that one.
Yeah, my scoreboard's bugged. I can't see anyone's scores on the actual scoreboard.
The warrior.
Yeah.
I've got them. That's not a problem. The warrior for is coming out now. It'd be interesting to see what they do now. They might. Other warriors going north towards Quarry. I think it might tag up and take the north road. There's no lack. There's one lack kit for Owls, but no hack kit.
John, I think Rally is across
I don't know what the hack kits are.
Might have seen it, heard.
Command comms have been a bit quiet recently, but when it comes to what their plan is.
I think they're happy with the way the game's progressing, probably at this state. Squad 2 still manages to get into these positions. I don't know if they haven't given up, actually. They might have not given up. Trying to conserve some tickets and wait for the revives.
As John sees status, takes a few shots, doesn't end up dropping him, but his position's now been alerted.
So what'll be interesting, I think potentially what might happen here is are going to place an arty towards the hab and get the warriors to maybe drive in a little bit. No, they're not. They're going towards Quarry.
Status takes out Dragon Biceps.
Yeah, Maigo is tubed off the mortar again.
Just gonna have to replace that then. New location. It's been doing really well on the mortars, so I want to get that back online as soon as they can.
They have done a very good job, Owls, of the heli going over, scouting it, and obviously the command, making sure that the tube's always down. Not that it's game changing having the tube and they're fighting against buildings, but I mean it is good to keep the mortars down. Especially in ICO, you don't want it shaking your screen all the time.
That Lilu is just an exceptional pilot. Just watching, come in and out like that. Because it's not really something you see too much in the competitive scene. We don't really use helicopters, so not a lot of people spend time practicing it.
Chucky, can I drop party north of you into the enemy hub?
Maybe you're sending an arty in towards the enemy hub now. I think to be totally honest, if ENR was to put an arty down and use the warriors in, I think they could potentially do something towards Owls.
I think they could take the cap. They do a creeping barrage through that middle section.
And we've seen how heavy O.W.L.S played this round for Chernikov. I wonder what they're going to be doing the next round. So maybe, you know, they might feel a little bit safe in the way it tickets point, but you don't know how the second round is. So they've got an advantage now.
Here we go.
Can't picture Einherjar using their warriors to push in.
I think they're going to be using
very
RT.
far back at the moment.
We got some green lines on here. I think they're going to RT from there and potentially push in from the east.
Yeah. They've allowed the Owls to use their labs whatever way they want to.
Shappy, big hat onto the lab.
But there's no warrior anywhere near it. One of the problems
gets slapped. He is waiting in that position for so long to react to a lav.
That RA is probably picture perfect, I might say.
Yes, that's exactly what they need to do.
I think if
and
they
then
squish
push
the
him
warrior
from
now
the
coming to the
east.
south. I think the warrior on Quarry needs to move though. I don't know if it's engined or what's happened with that.
Okay, we could be in for a very exciting end to this round as that RT comes down. You can see Einherjar really setting up on the east to be able to start pushing through. It's just now a waiting game.
Warrior in the east, south of Quarry is stuck on a rock. Unfortunate.
Is he wiggling around trying to get out?
Yeah. It's one of the things about the hulls and the rocks on Black Coast. One of the warriors has managed to go to the same road again. It's just driving back and forth. Oh, he's gonna land any minute now. Here it goes.
It's ranging.
So ours could be in
It's
trouble.
gonna get a few members.
It's going to be a little while before they can counter RT as well. So Einherjar have a good chance.
That V is right behind the warrior and it didn't hear it. Very, very close. He nearly could have killed the driver there. We would have killed the Tab V by doing that.
Here we go. Einherjar starting to push in from the east side. They have a Hackett who's down. Bread's on the ground at the moment, so they're going to get him up. And he'll be able to help protect against any lavs that come out to try and save the day. Although, I would have liked to see Einherjar pushing a bit faster from the east. I don't think they've done it quick enough.
The warriors took damage from that. The Hackett's now going to red.
I didn't hear allergy here.
I have to say, Owls have got a really nice spread over the east of Chernikov, making sure that there's no potential that Einherjar can come that way again.
Are we holding? It's only 14 minutes.
Owls have a rally on Quarry.
14 minutes, 168 seconds.
I guess that's been put down there so they can probably get a hack kit over there. Get in behind.
Remember, one of the warriors did die from here, so with the lavs and the peak from the hack kit, this warrior might be feeling a little bit scared at this point.
Whilst we've been on the air, I have received a notification. SquadEsports.com has now passed 100,000 all-time viewers.
Hey, congratulations!
Huge milestone. Yeah, like I said, this Eastern push just too slow. So the RT picked up a few kills, but hasn't actually achieved anything when it comes to the map.
Really anybody fragging out on the Owl side. A couple of guys with good kills. Igo's sitting with 20 in caps at the moment.
Wow.
Very good.
He's been marked again, though. You see, he's already been marked.
Cream sitting with 13 in caps. Margot with 11. Crack sitting with 7.
Again, I
Spear
do
had a
prefer the change we've made where there's only one mortar per fob.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely agree.
It stops it just being a relentless mortar spam, which just encourages turtle play then. So if you think, if there was 2 mortars per fob, we wouldn't be seeing ENR pushing through the east. They just wouldn't be able to. But the mortars have to swap between locations.
Yeah. What's interesting is ENR are very happy with the tickets. Oh, killing the heli? The heli's been killed by the hack kit.
It has.
Wow.
Shapya took out the helicopter.
On the coast. It was on the coast to the east and he managed to hit the heli. I didn't see that, but that must have been some shot.
Oh, no one saw that because no one expected that to happen.
Owl's Lab is pushing out to the northeast, and Bread is there with a hat ready to roll. He's driving straight into his line of fire.
This is going to be very game changing. Takes the hit. Not engine though.
No engine, no wheel.
It's been hit in the same place it was hit earlier.
Yeah. He managed to get there without burning. Look at the distance between that one rally. How is he not burned that rally? I don't know. It's literally on the cusp of that rally being burnt.
That's unfortunate that he's not been able to burn that.
It's very good that he managed to get there without being detected, and if he'd burned that rally, maybe potentially been seen.
Hey yo, James, we need
Trying to see Eastern push is pretty much countered. South push not happening. Owl's just playing full force on defense.
Because there's a lot of people in this building, and he is right. There's a lot of people in this building for Owls. I think 2, 4, 5. 5, 4. 4 of them. This warrior could kill them all in there. Oh, he hits.
Oh, he's starting.
Yeah.
One guy running to rally from the west.
Toe comes out.
Oh!
Heli dead again with a toe from Zeus.
With a toe.
All these little kills.
That toe finally is paid off.
It finally has.
Zeus Koala picking up the toe, and when it's a game this close, every ticket counts.
Yep.
That investment early on in the game, that 600 build for the toe, the 600 ammo for the shot.
What, the 30-second build time or whatever it takes?
Yeah. 30 minutes of placing that ages ago in that preparation for that one shot. Mortar barrage coming out for Owls to the south of Chernikov Central. Looking to really clean up some space.
Yeah, and it's gonna. I think it's gonna most likely hit everything in here. It might even. It could hit the warrior, but I don't think it will.
Warriors are starting to push up a little bit further.
Yeah, I think they should have done this a lot earlier in the game. I think they're playing very, very scarce with their vehicles. I'd like to have seen the warriors maybe use a little bit more presence. They've got the superior Vic on this side.
Oh, it's taking shots.
Labs. Can they engine this?
Lab engines.
They're taking a fight. The lab is losing. The other lab for Owls is nowhere to be seen at the moment, and this is the problem.
He's trying to find an angle. He's coming in.
I don't think ENR isn't hitting the lab. Cream is not hitting the lab. Now he is. Yeah, I think he's getting help now.
Other warriors looking in as
well.
Other
warriors been hit.
Lab's just come in behind. He's just rammed him out the way. Lab is burning.
This art is going to drop on the warrior potentially.
The second warrior, Kraken Chrissy's now found an angle. They're not hitting at the moment.
That art just smashes everything. Cream gets back in. That's the right move.
They're currently repairing the engine.
Still shooting through the white smoke.
Quad 5 are running. I don't think they can run far. Neither of the vehicles lost there. Labs managed to scrape through and survive. Oh, I missed lat shot on the warrior.
Is anyone hopping on a tube, or are we just waiting for Echo?
Wow, that arty just landed where the warrior was.
Yeah. Good call from James and for him to get it a little bit fixed, not all the way, and then just drive it away. Good call. Ticket difference is not far. It's only sitting at the 47, 7 minutes left. I think this is the predicament, to be totally honest, if this is the way that the game was going to go, pretty similar to what I thought it might have gone. Very close, and a full-length game as well, which is something that we don't get to see many times.
Neither team wants to actually go to the other cap, or else they're going to expose their own cap. Yes, and it's just forcing the teams into like just throwing punches, but staying both in their own corners.
One of the most frustrating things I think about Owls is like they very much had the grasp of the game in that first 5-10 minutes. They only needed to influence the labs a little bit more, and Monastery was pretty much a done deal. It's just unfortunate they had nothing going to Monastery. And maybe one squad with that heli getting shot could have potentially just stopped them in their tracks getting the hab up.
Well, they picked off 5 people from the heli drop.
Yeah, the ENR dropped full squad Monastery, and then obviously I think they dropped for the bridge south of Fortress. Labs are back full HP, just driving through, causing some mischief. Warriors are in a rep station.
It's all about how many little tickets can each team find to try and finish a bit better in this first round.
Yeah. Like the Labs, Bread's here with a hat kit again. The Labs pushing up the road. He will see it. Don't think he can get a good shot on the engine though. Maybe in the back hull.
He's got it out. He has the end lock.
Yeah, he's decided not to shoot.
It's a lot of trees in between him and that lav.
Yeah.
A lot of trees.
He might die too. No, he definitely can't see it. That RA for Owls. Owls have pushed south of that RA.
Only 5 minutes left of this first round.
It's very close. Very close. I mean, the tickets are very close itself, but
pressure now on 5-6 lane.
Oh, Math Masters gets put down. Oh, here we go. Tap V.
Yeah,
Tap V destroyed by Brain.
That's a really good kill. I don't know why Owls are pushing the lab up there. Very silly. Yeah.
Tap V destroyed. That's some extra tickets they needed.
Thought that was the lav.
Owls have finally made it up the hillside towards Monastery. That western side of Monastery, just over that road. Owls have pushed all the way up onto that ridge line. And ENR are calling out saying, hey, this is collapsing on us. Yeah, it's only 4.5 minutes.
Strength.
There is some life still in this Owls at the end of this last few minutes.
Yeah.
But look at the ticket difference now. It is expanding. Just a little bit.
Crucial for Owls not to drop any more tickets that they have done. Don't lose the VIX. They're going to be on the superior VIX side. The Warriors are going to be completely better in the hull. Be interesting to see what they did, because they never went Monastery at all. Only small flank squads. So see if the strat for the next round on GB is going to be very much similar for Chernikov.
Look at this. Chucky and Sweetak are both on stationary MGs now.
Yes.
Is that the grenade MG as well?
It is, yeah.
That's what
those things are absolutely obnoxious.
Just looking to pick up any extra tickets they can before it ends. This really is going to go the distance.
Yeah. Squad 5 has been completely robbed of kills, I think. Mazmat's sitting on the 17 kills in caps, but 5 confirmed. And Noon's not far off him with 12 and 5 confirmed. Been fighting some absolute revive demons on this lane.
I don't know if they're gonna have the same tickets as us, or slightly less, or slightly more. I don't even know.
Ooh, interesting call out by Miasmat.
They're having curiosities now into what the caps.
In the past 7 minutes.
So I don't think I don't. Any team could know how many. Here we go again. Oh no, it's Appleson. Lav's
taking shots at the heli. Crystal's taking some rotor damage.
They must know that there'll be a head on vehicles destroyed because they've taken out 2 helis.
Taking out 2 helis. They've taken out the same amount of Lavs, I think, to Warrior. Been 1 apiece each. Kills, I would imagine. It's very hard to tell when you're playing.
Yeah, there's no way they would be able to tell the kills. The fact that, there's this complete stalemate in the middle, you just wouldn't be able to work it out.
Right. I think it's a bit frustrating for Owls as well. Like, when they have played the infantry game and they've tried to take the fights, they've managed to gain a lot of ground, but they just have been fighting on too many fronts to have anything consistent.
I think we're going to be in for a very exciting second round.
Yes.
It's going to be close, that's for sure. Both teams feel like they're quite evenly matched in a lot of aspects.
Either way, whatever happens next round, whatever team... So ENR will probably go through with the advantage into the next round. If Owls only manage to take one of the 2 caps and only manage to only have 1 football, they have to push towards the other cap in any means necessary. If they sit and wait for the ticket count to go to the end of the game, I don't think the experience of ENR will falter. I don't think they'll throw any kind of needless tickets away in the second round. And it might be the same kind of strat. There might be similar kind of setups towards both teams. Toe? Oh. Don't know where it's gone.
Crashed into the building right next to where I was.
Yeah. So we have 50 seconds left. UAV's up. I don't think it doesn't have time to even drop down anyway.
No,
so it looks like it's probably going to be...
ENR will go into the second round with the ticket advantage, and like you were saying, I do think that is very valid. Owls cannot afford to sit back, because if it goes the same way again, they will lose.
Owls are still giving up. This time at the airstrike coming down on that rep station. Does this catch a lav? Oh, okay. Maybe it doesn't. If it drove to the left of the rep station, it would have.
A10 Warthog, will it come in before the end of the round? I can see it in the sky.
It's going to be the end of it. Going to stop right on that airstrike.
Oh!
Does come down. Alright, GG. First round of ENR, what's that? How many tickets is that? My math is horrible.
1.
Send 43. I think.
43 tickets ahead.
Very, very close.
Yes. It's a really good matchup from both sides. It's surprising towards the end of the game that neither team was wanting to commit towards anything, but it was very much an interesting game to watch.
Really, really good. Final thoughts before we go for a break?
I bet you we're going to see a volatile game next one. Neither team are going to be playing defensive because I feel like they both felt the drain from that defensive play. So I reckon both teams are going to come out swinging.
If you take away the 2 helicopters, what is it? Helicopters are worth 10, correct? We look at the timeline.
Yeah.
And the details. So take away that, that's 20 tickets. It's only 23 then.
Tap V. Yeah, plus the tap V as well. The tap V kind of needlessly died at the end there.
So yeah, ENR will know that they are ahead, but because they got the 2 helicopters, other than that, it's still so close.
Very interesting. All to play for in the second round for both teams, I believe. Still very close.
It is. Right, we'll go to a short break. We should be back in about 5 minutes for the second round. Do not go anywhere.
See you soon.
messengers reminding us that even the smallest rock can have a hand at sculpting worlds.
On your own time.
Don't skip on summer. Lock in your last-minute getaway with a TUI holiday deal. Book today. We'll see you by the pool. TUI. Live happy. Atoll and outer protected.
I've been treading water for some time, picking up the parts of all my life. Didn't get to solve it this time. How am I to break apart? Don't tell me why we can't collide. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Don't you feel it? Don't you feel it? On the break of dawn, I'll follow you to carry on. On the break of dawn, I'll follow you to carry on.
Ready for an upgrade? Trade in your old phone and save on Google Pixel 9a. Looking flat out fresh in every color. Magic made simple.
With Virgin Media, get smooth, lightning-fast M125 broadband for under £24 a month and no setup fee. Switching is simple. We'll handle everything for you. Visit virginmedia.com.
I feel the gravity pull and it keeps me away.
Alrighty, I am live.
Welcome back, everyone.
Hey. Alright, what flavor Subway cookie did you get? Gotta know.
I said it's double chocolate. Double chocolate.
Oh, best flavor in my opinion.
Go on. Oh, you're saying that's the best flavor.
Closely followed by the white chocolate macadamia.
No, the one with Smarties, as I said, the one with Smarties is the perfect one because it's the right softness, yet the right amount of soft and the right amount of crunch.
Alright.
So we are back. Squad Esports tournament, 40 vs 40, ENR vs O.W.L.S, and it is the semi-final. There's only one more round, which will stop either ENR or O.W.L.S from getting to the final. Did anyone take the exact tickets for that round?
It was 43, I believe.
That was the difference, but what was each team's tickets? Fergal, did you get them?
It was 89 for O.W.L.S.
89, that's right. So 103. No,
132.
132.
Two?
Yeah, 132 for ENR.
Yep. That checks out. And we are
hopefully about to get a exciting round 2. O.W.L.S is behind. O.W.L.S will have to come out on the front foot. They will have to come out aggressive if they want to win this. They're not behind by a lot, but it's enough. They lost some helicopters. They lost a helicopter to a tow, and they lost a helicopter to... What did they lose the other? A hat, yes.
On the coastline, Flurgle called that one out.
That's right.
I don't know if Mike's a little bit better now.
No difference, but it's fine.
No difference. That's okay.
Apparently comes up like a microwave. I don't know what type of microwaves people have.
It's
talking microwaves.
Yeah.
That's impressive. They're living in the future. While we got a moment, I'd like to thank the sponsors Corrupted Inventory, Blue Fang Solutions, TechTrig, and BENT. And what does that stand for, Right, Cave?
Bacon, eggs, and tanks.
And also to the guys who helped with the server last week. That was 20 Royals, I believe.
That was. Yes. And Red Box for the incredible mod.
Awesome. Thank you all you guys. This fantastic tournament wouldn't have happened without your generous support. So thanks, guys.
I think this initial fly-in with the helis is going to be super crucial. Could even dictate the rest of the game.
O.W.L.S doing the same thing, only partially crewing their two helis, but A&Rs are both very full.
If O.W.L.S do what they did in the first round, where they wipe one of the helis, they're going to have to just go immediately all in. Straight for it.
What were the old... Oh, it's like 43 tickets, wasn't it? Something of a difference. It's fine.
132 to 89.
A lot of presence, I think, for ENR and Chernikov is going to come. Two watches going south.
All right, here's the rollout.
Not utilizing
keep your eyes on top of this O.W.L.S side, as they are going to have to come out swinging early on. We'll keep track of one of these helis, probably the two-manned heli for O.W.L.S, because that seems to be the one that's going to be quite aggressive early on. So we'll fly over to it, and we'll lock on.
One heli for ENR going east. Oh, I don't know what's happening here with the helis for ENR. Looks like they're both going monastery.
Here
one heli for
St. Sakiyori. They can see a heli.
Same spot.
And they start. One already.
One of the helis is really low. Wow.
Oh, it's just like shooting fish in a barrel for this helicopter pod.
He's
Saki
so
Yuri.
good.
He's just taking out 9.
They basically rammed them essentially. The heli's low health as well. Scriptum's going to go for the ram. He's not going to get it. That pilot, Louis, is just insane. And Saint Saki Yuri cleaning.
This is... How many kills is that? He's at 10 already. 10 in caps.
He's just insane. Scriptum is chasing him down. They are trying their best to get the kill.
They haven't put a hab. The lodges are coming in now for Monastery. It's going to be the same kind of setup, I think, for both teams.
Is that the Lavs now engaging?
Yeah. Look at the evading by Lulu. Absolutely insane. Scriptum's given up. He knows he can't get that ram off, and he's just going to go the opposite direction. The helis from O.W.L.S, incredible again.
A lot of those members will get dragged back up, but the damage is already done.
The time.
Putting O.W.L.S in such a good position.
Rollouts are so important, and that amount of time taken having to get each person up and healed up again is going to really impact their rollout on the north.
I don't know. I also got the better Vix for this side, and I really don't think Monastery is the best cap for the cash side to sit on.
How's it already got a good pushing onto Monastery from the north?
Yeah.
Lots of members getting awfully close already.
You're right, Cherikov is the much easier cap to defend. So we are going to see potentially a lot going down on Monastery, with O.W.L.S already making their way towards it.
I was rocking the Warrior and the road north of Monastery, and it's going to have this completely locked down. I don't think ENR can even get north of Monastery. I've managed to get they've managed to get one small squad to the bridge west of Chernikov.
Yeah, they're doing work. They are doing work on the north. ENR could be in a bit of trouble. Monastery is an absolute nightmare to hold, but it's also a nightmare to take as well, because there's not many hab positions, so you're mainly working with rallies to try and take it.
Oh, missed shot, I think, from the lat. Yeah, the lat was trying to shoot the lav, missed.
Labs may have some shots at the Warrior down that road. They are doing some damage to it.
They're fighting.
Long shots.
Warrior's pretty much turreted. He's having to retreat.
Yeah.
Good spot for ENR. Seeing that free target.
Yeah, as soon as my Eva gets this tube up, it's pretty grimy for O.W.L.S, I think.
He's just going to start smacking that entire front line.
Yeah, that line is very spammed out, but tubes might pay dividends. I'd be interested to see if ENR put another hab up for that extra tube. Because really, if they're turtling them...
That ridge that O.W.L.S took all game last game to get to, they're already on top of it.
Yep. So, both teams now capping the points Trinikov and Monastery.
O.W.L.S also have a deep rally down to the south. Probably going to intercept the ENR Logi as well.
It'd be interesting to see this heli going out for O.W.L.S. If the lads just commit to killing that. It could cause some problems in the later of the game.
ENR putting an auto GL bunker on top of Monastery as well. Both teams kind of seeing similar things that they've done in the previous rounds.
Yeah. Agreed. No back.
good way
backdoor
to
now going
defend
for
that
ENR
entire
going
west
north.
side.
Just got 5 backdoors going through towards the bridge. It's going to be spotted by the heli. Heli's got 4 people in at the moment. This will be interesting to see where they drop. Maybe Owls are going to play rallies on the beach and try and encircle Monastery. But they're leaving Chernikov very open. Very, very open. Completely open, in fact. There's one guy on a tube and one guy on top of a building. That's it.
They're just going full out attack. Really spreading that front line round as far as
Really
they
going
can reach.
aggressive. And I think one of the good plays they've got is if the tube does fire on one target, the guys are spaced out that far enough that it won't have any impact. There's not going to be collateral kills.
Yeah, there's a very nice spread. Just looking for the way that they can try and push in. Cheshy's been pushed off the GL launcher
Ours
though.
close top, and NR's open top about to have a fight off near Fortress.
Yeah, I've seen that, yeah.
Looking for each other. Both have been marked up.
Yeah, they see each other, I think, now. Yep. Marco gets a kill on the RWS. He's sitting, well, at the tap V, sorry. Not in the best spot, to be honest. Yeah, he's getting tubed already now. That was quick markers from the Owls guys.
Still under bridge.
You got tubed, Magnet. That's how you...
Just like how far they've pushed off with Cherikov.
Still-
This is what I meant. In the first round, they were definitely playing defensive.
Yeah. It's quite interesting to see the roles are kind of reversed. ENR was playing against the buildings, now they're playing in them. And they're not doing it as good as what Owls did, I think.
No, that front line's really far up already. And it's just the start. They haven't really started to work on it yet, either.
So yeah, squads on the east, Matmaster, you need to go even further east.
ENR have a lot of ground to try and take back. You can see they are just stuck on Monastery.
ENR are now setting up to fully cover the east side with a flank. So they're trying to outflank their flank. If you see them right now on the east of Monastery, they're expecting a wide push.
It's a smart move. Stop yourself from getting fishbowled.
2 helis chasing each other on the south. Script them in the...
Still under bridge, sweet talk.
Is he trying to get the jump on Sakiyuri and Louis? Or is he just flying around? He's just
Sorry to
flying around.
interrupt. The open top has, close top has been fully decrewed. Dropped out the lat to take the shot as the open top takes shots at it. So big 1-2 takes out that RWS vehicle. ENR wins that fight.
Warriors pushing up on hill on marks.
I'm just seeing what you guys are mentioning. The ENR regaining a lot of that ground that ours had pushed into.
On the east, yeah. It's important that they do it. They have to stop
What?
the
13
full rapid
SL.
pace.
Oh,
Was
heli
that
died.
heli down?
Heli with a tow. They must have a tow. Yep, they do. On Chernikov. Owls. They've got a tow on Chernikov and they just hit the heli.
Oh,
They've done a bit of...
Owls responding with the tow.
Squad
puts them
13's
ahead.
marking... Yeah, Squad 13 has actually managed to get in and mark every single bit.
Lav is engined. It's going down fast. The Warriors putting some work in. It's going to manage to get behind a building as a secondary Lav pushes in. It's 2 Warriors onto the 1 Lav. You do not want to put your head out there, Kareem.
Oh,
I think he's just realised he's in a really bad position. And is that a hat kit coming behind? There's a lat kit. YN's there. It's interesting to see if he's got his lat out.
Toes looking
do not
over.
push into this, do they?
They get
They've
one
been-
lat shot on this. Has he got his lat? Oh, hat shot! If the
Oh!
Warriors,
They've got to push.
the Warriors
Labs
need to
are in
push
trouble.
this.
They're both low.
Oh,
The
Owls
Warriors are
retreat.
pushing back.
Oh no.
The Warriors are retreating.
Oh no, they are. Oh, that's very frustrating.
Why have they done that?
I think what happened is Schwab either both the hat kits for ENR are now coming on the east, and they could potentially, if they keep going west, they might burn both rallies for Owls.
Actually, looking at the Warriors' turrets, I think it is the right move. One is basically a shot away from being turreted, and the other one is very low as well. As we're talking about, they're not very fast vehicles, so if the lab is able to damage the turret, they're going to be dead.
But airstrike is kind of come down on the rep station. I think if Owls place it now, by the time these labs get back, they might get one.
Same with the Warriors.
Yes.
The UAV is out.
Yes, and I think Owls maybe.
Is this going to be all 4 vehicles getting airstriked?
I think Owls have placed the rep station quite poorly. They have to line on that east side to get the rep.
They are crossing the road on north of Monastery.
Oh,
2 seconds.
That airstrike could just take out both Warriors. Look at them just sat there. Lav's also about to come in and just sit still.
I think the Warriors have a little bit more health to them, so if they do get airstruck, they've got to call it in now, or else the striker may come down and miss them.
Oh, it looks like Eno. I did just see them mark a command asset mark on Chernikov.
Chernikov?
Yeah.
You got it. I believe
Lav's
in
being
you.
mortared. Lav's being mortared by Owls. I think the repair stations now is still active. The mortars raining down all around it. Airstrike. Where's the airstrike been marked? Oh, it's been marked on the toe.
It's probably for the best, to be honest. Both the Warriors not going onto that rep bay.
Put the GL on the same spot I was last time where you're at now. Start shooting the 3 line on your north. It actually works.
Did it take out the toe? Looks like it did. Toe destroyed. That's a nasty position for the toe as well. Both labs must be a little bit worried. One's half elf still, and the other one is getting a bit better.
Still don't see an airstrike coming down for ours yet.
No, that's an interesting move. I think they definitely should have called it in. Like I said, you either use the airstrike or you don't, because it will start impacting your time to get the artillery. So even if it misses, it doesn't matter. Just the fact that you get it in. And they just sat there. No, the airstrike will not hit if they do put it down now.
Ina Bread and Mark Chenik pushing in from the north of Chernikov Central, plus Squad 5 rally very far north. That is a very open Chernikov Central. We could see Ina just getting a lot of damage done with that little push.
Well, they don't seem to be pushing out their front line. As you can see, ours no longer have a front line by Monastery. It's gone.
Does Bread take a shot at the heli? He does not.
Very close. Very stalemate.
Yeah, where are all the Owls members?
Nowhere near.
Are they just doing a fresh spawn now? Like,
yeah, that
did they
entire front line's
completely get
gone.
wiped? And yeah, right.
They're only.
They are ahead in tickets,
but only by a few. It's 10 tickets they're ahead by.
That one heli that they sniped with the toe.
That means there are 30 tickets behind across both rounds. So actually, if they keep this up over the full 40 minutes, they would win if they keep gaining these 10 tickets every 15 minutes.
You know, if managed to come back, I don't know how the Owls plan to spot these guys on the flank. Very weird for me.
The helicopter was up north. Might have spotted them.
Owls got a little bit of a push coming through the fortress. Crossing that big long bridge. Still a long run.
It's very hard to get across that road on Monastery. Once you get across the road, though, the team holding Monastery will be in trouble. You just have to get across it.
Need to see some like scattered smoke mortars coming down. Or something just to give you guys a shot in. Maybe even bring those warriors up, smoke screen and pepper the point.
Well, speaking of the warrior, it's returning back to its repair station. It was turreted.
Must have been a good lat or something?
Both. Right now I see both labs and the heli from Scriptum trying to kill the other heli from Owls that's killing my ego off the tube.
We may see Chernikov starting to be capped by Einherjar momentarily. A lot of members on the objective.
One more
kills it.
Bread! Just got it right in front of me.
This man has been on Chernikov Central both games.
He takes out the warrior as it's returning back to its repair station. Huge play by Bread.
And we're seeing multiple members of Einherjar pushing onto the current objective. Mortar's about to be suppressed by, who is this, Merrick?
But look at the tickets. Einherjar still behind by 25, even though they took out that warrior. And Owls pushing their way towards Monastery. They've crossed the road, which I said was the most difficult bit to do.
I'm getting pushed very hard on northwest now.
Could we see a cap flip?
Lav coming in to help. I don't think
Einherjar have the presence to do the cap flip. I think it's more in favour towards the Owls players at the moment. Like, they are really pressuring towards Monastery, and if
there's a lot more of Einherjar on defense on Monastery.
St. AD just missed the end law on the Lav. That was a bit of a mistake. Really good opportunity for him there, and that Lav was just coming up, cleaning up the push.
My ego's rally. He's right next to an ammo crate, and he accidentally spawns in the wall. Well, he spawns inside the stairs, underneath the stairs, in fact. It's unfortunate.
You got bugged, eh?
Yes. That's the game we love to hate. It happens.
So what's going on in Chernikov at the moment then?
And had a fair few members on it. Bread's also there again.
Schwapley here with a hack
Sorry,
hit.
Sheppy.
Hits it, engine.
Oh, engined, but no hull damage.
Yeah, that engine. That's, to be honest, the most important thing. It's gonna roll though. It's on a hill into a tree if it gets marked. He's gonna be able to shift this, I think, down the hill. Yeah.
Look how slow it is, though. I would like to see Einherjar push here, because the warrior, one warrior is dead. The other is now engined. But I think because of the pressure they're having on Monastery, they haven't even started pushing out yet. And it looks like they're just looking to play defensive.
I was in favor with tickets, but at the same time...
That's almost the 30 tickets ahead.
I think...
They're looking at a good chance here.
It looks very, very hard for Einherjar at the moment. Even with that Vic kill, they still draining tickets, just trying to defend. And the
Now
fact that
taking
the
mortars.
tube might go back up and while his mouse respawned. His tube's been completely destroyed, I think. No, it's still up. The tube's been down is allowing Owls to get back and reset into them lanes. And they have a huge...
Are they wasting tickets pushing us like this, or?
Oh, sorry. I want to make a correction. The helicopter's only worth 5 tickets. They were not worth 10, which I said earlier.
So, interesting. Have already called that they're losing ground very quickly.
The helis are lives before we get absolutely fishbowled and GG.
Okay, they're worried about being fishbowled as well.
Yeah, they're really worried. They should be. Owls have really stretched far. Crystal's sitting in a really bad position here for that toe. Is that toe going to see him? No, just covered. Scripton's going to be seen though. He's just already been killed from the toe. Nagi's on the toe right now. Can he get a shot?
No, no shot.
No shot, no.
Double kill for
Doesn't take
Noob on the mortar.
Yeah.
Looks like Owl's going to try and take the cap again. They're going to try and push in.
I think Owls, if they can reduce Ego off the tube, it allows people to push in. These labs are the problem for the Owls at the moment. It's only the labs that's stopping them from really getting in.
Look at the push on the southwest. Look at that. There's quite a number of Owls down there. They've got 2 rallies as well.
The ticket diff is quite insane, to be honest, at the moment. It's very close. It's very close to that. Was it 43 tickets?
Yep. I don't think they can afford to play defensive anymore. They're losing too many tickets.
If they lose one vehicle, it's very much hard for them to get back into this game. Very much hard. They have to hold on to both labs.
But they're not trading well, are they?
No,
Where
they're
are the
not at
tickets
all.
going from ENR? Oh, they've lost 5 vehicles in total.
Yeah. The Lodgy's got marked to the side. Squad 13 SL, I think, over for Owls managed to get in. He is spawned again, and now is running statics.
They're also behind by 20 kills.
Yep.
And that is where the tickets are coming from. They are not doing well in
Maggie
the
with
second round.
3-piece all the way over in the high-rise. I need to go to Specsavers, the same place this guy goes to. This guy can see for miles.
What's he using? He's
Might
using
have
the
a
grenade
shot
launcher.
on top of the heli.
Look, someone's marking for him. They've got 2. They've got a G. Oh, he's getting chipped now. Yeah, Zeus isn't happy about that.
He is not happy at all.
No, he is not happy. Might go down again on tube. You can count them more every time. You should really replace that. Static. Oh, Owl's gone on it again. Oh, Cream got the 2-piece. He managed to kill both people off the high rise.
How is the heli just flying over, completely killing order fucking 8?
Chucky's not happy either.
Well, that
This
heli
been a
should be
problem.
shot down. He's not even flying high.
Heli's
It's flying very
is a
low to
problem.
the ground. He needs to be shot down when he next comes by. He shouldn't be able to free roam over like that. How are we looking on tickets now, though? 207, 235.
Yeah, still in favour towards 32 ticket difference at the moment.
We're looking at, what, less than 10 ticket difference across both rounds at the moment now?
Yep. As it stands, still win, but it's too close. Very close.
Well, if
One lab
Owls
lost.
keep up this throughout the rest of the match, where they keep gaining some of these tickets, they will win. They're currently trading at much better than ENR.
Rallies in the south. I think if Owls get one more rally in that little bit of a gap between 13 and 7 SL, and just press north a
ENR
little
just
bit.
shot off the mortars at Chernikov.
Do not overreact
Yep.
to the south, please.
Owls
a
are
little
really.
bit of
Owls are going to set an arty here. Owls are going to set an arty on Monastery, and I really think that this could be very, very, very poor for ENR. They've got a really good wrap on the west. They're starting to gain some ground. North, east, and west. Completely covered with owls.
They're so grouped up that one creep and barrage on Monastery is going to have a huge impact.
Yeah. And I hope that ENR are going to pick a side and use the art. The warriors are now coming south. One warrior coming south towards Monastery on the west road. Owls are about to set up. Crystal's going to give the information. The warriors there, I think.
Look at the helicopter just flying over again, not being taken out.
He's flying for free. Wait. Are not being placed. They're just scanning assets at the moment, I think.
And I've located the hab and I believe radio on top of Chernikov and marked accurate.
Yeah, they have one guy in right now. One guy running towards the hab.
I'm gonna drop
Colonel.
from gas station to the south.
Yeah, I'm on him.
He's on the radio, in fact. He's moving up towards the radio. Radio's on the second floor, I think. Is it? No, first floor.
If you press E, you'll go see through, and you'll be able to see where each player is.
Anything you want the mod team to do, they can do.
Be able to see some close quarters combat over that radio.
RA is the RA for Owls is it's not perfect. It's not great, to be honest.
That's not how I would like to have seen it done.
Static would have been amazing rather than creeping.
It's still going to drop. It's still going to cause a lot of problems for the resets for Squad 6 needs to push, and I think the south side for Squad 7's got a perfect rally.
The counter arty coming in from ENR as well. Yes, it will block off one of the flanks, but they have got rallies in the south, and that's where I think the most damage is going to come from.
The kills right now for ENR kind of like it's all blue on the board.
It's going good for them.
Crucial kills.
Where's the warriors?
Warriors west of Monastery are coming on the U bend right now.
They're trading a little bit better. Only 16 kills difference now.
Other one should have been reset. I think it's it's in main. It hasn't been taken out yet.
Gotcha.
Alright, it comes down now. Crack and Chrissy are still in the middle of the cap. They might get hit with the artillery strike if they're not lucky. Yeah, they move off now.
Just don't think that creeping's going to pick up what needs to.
Maigo has replaced the tube now. Should have been spotted on that UAV.
Creeping barrage is chasing the warrior. Oh, it's landing right next to it. Oh, it doesn't hit it.
It's really both of these barrages just kind of whiff.
Yeah. They do enough to deter what was the push for Owls and enough to make sure that ENR can't push out from their eye. Kind of trading the eyes a little bit. What's having like a little bit of people in this gas station though?
Hack comes out on the lav, barely any damage.
Yeah. So, still in favor of ENR with the tickets, but
it's close. What are we looking at? Still around 10 tickets difference across both rounds.
South is not safe for the vehicles.
Ours are inside Monastery. Ours are actually inside Monastery right now.
They are?
Oh, they've managed to come from the northeast.
They're in the hab.
They're in the hab. This is really good.
Proxied. It's proxied. Hab is proxied.
Hab is proxied. Radio is here. Oh, Sussy with a clutch kill though.
Now, do we see a big overreact by ENR? There's only a couple of members inside.
Hab's coming back up.
Edge managed to survive that GL. He's pushing through the hab again. He gets one.
Sussy waits to die as well.
He's gonna get Sussy.
Sussy gets another.
Second floor.
Quenz. Yeah,
he gets put down.
Frenzy gets
But the
killed.
damage, Swag Pierce is here as well. Picks up Warrior.
We're gonna have a big fight. We've got Warrior North Road reversing backwards.
Helicopter down. Ian
Warrior's
just lost the
sitting-
helicopter.
I don't think you know about this Warrior. Maybe they do. They do. The Warrior sees the lab.
Labs, both there.
Yeah, labs both there. One Warrior. Where's the other Warrior?
That lab's almost engined. Oh, the back one's now
Where?
engined. That's what
Crack
you
is away
want.
push. Nope. Both. There's get. Oh, I can see it. Fight here.
The front lab's in trouble.
Oh, engine.
It's engined.
Oh, Iran might be crumbling here. If this Warrior comes up, it's got both.
Both
Warrior has not
labs,
taken any damage.
both labs engined. Where's the other warrior?
What other warriors at main hasn't been taken out.
Oh.
I don't know why. Owls could literally drive reverse. They are now. They are.
They're
They're
coming
doing
in.
this. They're
He's
coming in.
coming
This
in
is
to
going to be a
finish it
confirmed
off.
kill. There's no way this Vic survives.
And the warrior
That's
hasn't even
one
taken
dead.
damage. It's in a
One left.
2v1.
Does he keep backing up? I don't think he knows where the second is, and I reckon he's just going to take the win and move on.
He's going to apply pressure to the north side. Owl's coming out
Owls
huge
have
here.
tasted blood, and they are out looking for take anything and everything they can off of this ENR side, as ENR
39
starting to
tickets.
struggle.
What does that make it? What is? How close is this right now?
34.
It's tracked.
Owls are ahead by.
Tracked.
Owls.
Track. That's great. This is game changing. That track there has just saved ENR so much.
It was bread.
Bread's
He's got
trying to kill it.
another rocket coming.
Hit with another
Hits.
mess. It bounced. It bounced the armor. But it's half tracked and crewman.
Did kill the crewman though.
It is single crewed.
They're not taking the other warrior out.
LPBV
And
goes
it's hit
down.
again.
Shapia just
Lads
destroying
coming in from the
LPBV.
southeast.
Owls are now draining tickets. Still hasn't changed much.
Owls have proxied the hab again.
They are ahead at the moment, but they will probably lose this warrior. Lav's trying to find an angle. He's too scared to come in too close though.
My ego's not on the tube to confirm the skill. And the hack hits.
Tail rotor. Owls
Hab
Helly
was-
almost gets tail roted.
Hab now coming back up for ENR. He's still got a lot of health. He's just tracked.
Turreted a little bit here as well, Amanda.
Gonna repair the tracks. Another shot
again.
comes out.
Brain of the shot.
Who missed that?
Oh, I don't know.
It's Lat from downtown on top of.
ENR just
Monastery
mass
itself.
grabbing lat kids up at Monastery. Look, they're all just grabbing it.
Tracks 3/4 done.
If this warrior survives,
Bread's repositioned. Oh, his shot
Again.
comes in.
half HP. This has to be dead.
The
This
track is
so important for
almost
ENR.
repaired.
Tube's
Brett
back up.
hits the
Tube's
tree.
back up. My ego's gonna hit the tube. This is gonna die for sure.
Another shot
Another
comes
hit.
in.
Tube's gonna land soon.
No one's wrapping anymore.
Oh, it's dead.
Dead.
Killed by Brain in the end.
That just saves them. It looked like a.
Still not out of the woods yet, as a
Smoke
lot of
mortars.
infantry are pressing at this
Smoke mortars
monastery.
now coming
There's
on.
a huge push coming in. ENR really focused on trying to take
Toe
out
comes
that
out.
warrior.
Smoke mortar's coming now on towards Monastery. I was probably going for one last ditch push. They sit with the higher tickets, but it's not enough. They're really going for this round.
Still really
Tickets,
close.
yeah.
They didn't lose that
Even
warrior.
up considerably. Only 10 tickets difference now.
Thing is, ENR won't know how close it is. They might start worrying. They've lost a lot of stuff. It's like
I
they
feel
can't
like
just sit back and defend.
If A&R put maybe a full squad, a full 9-man squad on Squad 5's rally and pushed onto Chernikov Central, they could take it.
Huge reset coming in from Owl's Squad 11 on the northwest. Keep an eye on that.
The Vic's rotating there. They might get a good little peek here for the Vic. This is really neck and neck. Even though the tickets are very close and one team's aggressing, the other team isn't like, at all. Like, it's very much in a flip. One way Owls is burning their tickets and ENR are boxed in. They have no way out right now.
They're just stuck here, just desperately trying to defend. If Owls can find one breakthrough, it could be over. But they are just, you're right, they are just throwing tickets away, desperately trying to find it.
Yeah, they're really.
I reckon they're going to find it momentarily.
I think this lab being up is the main problem, and the warrior resetting. Where's the warrior now? One warrior sitting north of Quarry. And the Hatkit's been waiting on the road for, I think Schwapley's been there probably for half an hour.
ENR desperately trying to defend as they're being attacked from all sides.
Yep.
Repair station now under attack. Owls have control of the repair station.
There's a hat right
engine,
on the rep
engine
station.
on the engine on the lab. This is this might be doom and gloom for ENR. If they lose this Vic, they'll lose everything on the map.
There's an engineer right next to him. C4?
C4
second shot.
No,
he got killed by the lab.
Engineer.
He got TK'd. He got TK'd by the lab.
Another shot comes in.
That's another shot. There's this.
It's only alive because it's sat on the repair station.
The tubes need to land on this.
That rep station is being dug down as we speak.
Yeah, he's gonna die anyway to chuck it. Yep.
Where are the tubes?
The tubes are too slow. I think they've maybe been shot off. I don't know if they're online right now.
The tubes have been shot off again. A&R doing great work keeping them distracted.
Sweet Tack is cleaning house in the back line. Right now,
21 minutes remain. 132 to 137. Black Hawk goes down.
And that swings the lead in favor of A&R.
ENR might have done enough. Owl's still on the attack, though.
As long as Monastery doesn't go down, I think Owls are going to lose this.
Well, Owls know that they're beneath the tickets that ENR had in the first round, so they're going to have to go all out.
They're just so close to breaking this position.
We're taking that wrap on the north now.
It's just relentless pressure. If that lav was not on the repair station, it would have been dead. It took a tandem and a lat.
The Warriors back out.
But keep an eye. If you have a look, Bread is sat on the road.
Bread is just an absolute fiend everywhere he needs to be all the time.
Shapya's there as well. They're looking to double team the Warrior. It's been marked. They're starting to track it.
Math 2 still west of you on your hill.
10 ticket lead in this second round now for ENR.
Xena look like they have stabilized the pressure that has been put on top of Monastery. Might have to see these rallies get refreshed. Some people send back to Habs to get full resupply and then come back out again. Because they're going to be getting real low ammo.
I was desperately trying to find the Squad 5 rally north of Chernikov. Really pushing out. Get that locked down so they can keep the Chernikov assets active. ENR almost burnt Squad 4's radio. Brains pushing round. The rally, no, not radio, sorry, rally. The rally is now being mortared as well.
Warriors pushing up with infantry.
Here's the two hat
On
kits
this
rotating.
northwestern side.
They might soon be able to see it.
The Warrior is up a hill.
Nice. Matt, keep rapping.
I was pushing across the road again. My Ego's mortar's raining down. Well, it might be ours' mortars. I don't know whose it is at the moment. I was inside the hab again.
It's proxied.
One more, somewhere.
He's put a C4 on it. I'm almost certain he just put a C4 on. He did.
Massing back on top of that hab.
Lab has been hit again.
This can still go either way. That C4 will
Warriors
take
now
down
currently
the hab,
pushing
so
that
they don't have to hold the proxy anymore.
The Warrior is
almost on the red bay.
Oh my! This Warrior is taking the most unique way to get to that Warrior.
This is what we needed to see from ours.
Oh, he's trapped!
They stood. And that is a bad angle.
And he can't kill!
The Lav.
This Lav can kill.
Lav can got eyes. I don't think the Lav can see.
No, the Lav can't see.
The narrow profile of the Warrior is stopping either of them from spotting each other right now.
Heli drop east of Monastery, full.
Oh my gosh, that's a huge amount. There's no one there to stop it.
Wow, they're dropping right in the open as well. Owls are going all out, all in.
Oh, he's
Owls
falling.
leaving
It's
nothing
getting so
behind.
chaotic. He fell from the
Oh, it dropped now. C4 dropped on the Lav.
Artie's coming down. This is going
Oh, he's going to come
crazy.
down on the Lab as well. Tube's landing on the... Oh my days. C4 drops.
Owls are throwing a whole handful of spaghetti at the fridge and seeing what
Repair
can stick.
station destroyed. Lav can no longer repair. What a crazy end to this semi-final.
This Lav is definitely creeping. Let's get the hell out of Dodge now. Red hit the... I missed. Red missed.
That heli drop just
Maybe,
didn't do
no,
anything.
maybe he didn't. Maybe he tracked again. Red pushing for the kill. Oh, he's gonna get killed here.
Way
Nope,
too
it's not happening.
close. Artie now coming
Oh.
down. And there's a
Oh, the
counter
Art.
Artie too.
Yeah, it's nowhere near anywhere though.
The Lav
This Lav is
is
wheeled.
inside.
Cream and James have been hit. Oh, Mackenzie with a 3-piece. This Lav has been hit so many times and it's still alive. Clutching at straws right now.
Oh, Artie comes down.
Raj comes down.
LPPV full. LPPV's full on the southeast of Monasteries, driving in towards the hab.
Oh, he's going
They're
to
gonna
hot drop.
the hab. Is it too late?
Good timing on that hot drop.
They still
Oh,
have
he's dropped,
time.
they dropped out. Everyone's out of this LPPV right now. People are falling out of it.
The
And Proxy.
adrenaline
They're
is
Proxy
on the hab.
pumping. They
You
can't
know,
even wait.
You know, digging their own radio down, I think. No, they're not. My ego's sitting on it. Never mind.
They're pushing him.
Oh, Sussy Baka, the lodgy driver.
Sussy got taken out. He did manage to stop 2 of them. Maego's holding the angle. Oh, he stopped 3 of them in the end.
Just went back up.
Status pushing around.
Status.
Maego misses.
Status gets upstairs, gets clapped.
ENR get the spawns on the hab and they react well with that. And
Hab is coming back up.
I don't see a
Hab
way
will
back
get
in for
blocked
Owls
again,
now.
though.
I'm getting it to you now. I'm getting it to you.
Barrage coming down on top of this Warrior. Warrior is very fucked. It's on 147
Yeah.
health and burning.
That's dead.
Goes down. Barrage
Clutch.
kills the Warrior.
Clutch. And ENR find themselves now at least 40 tickets in the good.
So Warrior destroyed by
Else.
the Artie. Huge moment for ENR.
Ours have no choice but to take Monastery, or else it is all over. And even then, it's going to be awfully close if they manage to take it.
Zeus Quad put down.
Marchenik coming in from behind.
Oh!
Oh, that's gonna clean up the Owls push. Big flank by Marchenik.
Wow. A massive well done for Owls. That was some intense action, but ENR able to fight on stronger. And Owls do not look like they'll be taking this win.
Just bear in mind, the cap flip is still a 90 cap flip.
Is it still a chance?
Even though it's 13 minutes left, there's still plenty of time and enough tickets for Owls to do something, but I think it's maybe a bit too far gone.
If possible, can we get the red back up? Because yeah,
They're losing that warrior to the Arty.
Yeah.
Again,
I just think
both times
too
the
many
warrior
things.
sadly died.
Heli on the east dropping, the LPBV coming in, the other warrior hasn't been took out of main still. I don't know why Owls haven't called for the other warrior to come out and push everything in at the same time with that RI.
Yeah, they needed to do it instead of doing spread out all together.
I think the timing
really
didn't
messed
allow
up.
for it.
The warrior has been spawned for the last, I think it's 20 minutes now. They haven't took out, I mean...
They lost one and then brought the second out.
Yeah.
So they've been swapping timings.
Yeah, the two of them at the same time, possibly with a little bit more of coordination, would have done a lot of damage to ENR, and they nearly had them. They had them on the ropes. And I think, to be honest, like, for a long time of the game, I think it was very much Owls. Like, Owls only really needed to sit in Chernikov, maybe trade some tickets, marks that they were doing everything macro-wise perfectly. But then I think they got concerned. I think the tickets they couldn't ticket count, and they've basically just thrown the kitchen sink. And unfortunately, they've thrown it into a rubber room. Everything that's been chucked at them, ENR have responded and managed to hold it together.
Yeah, we've been talking about Owls and how they've been pushing, but yeah, ENR's defense, responding to absolutely everything thrown at you. The warrior pushing up the rep bay, the heli drop that almost succeeded, the hot drop right on top of the hab, and just every time something's come ENR's way, they've responded with just absolute brutality.
Yep.
Sorry, I just saw something out. I'm back now.
98 tickets to 48. It does look like ENR are very favourable going into the final here. Chrissy hits that with that experience. That is completely right.
I'll still have a chance.
You know, just need to be very compact now. Don't do anything stupid.
The problem is, what does Owls have left to throw? I see the warrior. See the Logi.
One Logi. One Logi's a way to move. But the timing of it's just not enough. It's not enough.
We have a little bit of a rally spawn coming in from the south, but that's it. As ENR are able to push up to Chernikov.
The chaos, the pressure has dropped massively. Ours essentially have to completely restart from the beginning again.
Logi's driving in now. This is a bit too late. Yep.
Where is the Logi going?
This Logi looks like it's possibly just going to drive into the point it's marked. If the LAV should intercept this.
Where is he going?
This is if they're allowed to do this.
He's going to put a radio on hab on that.
Yeah, he is.
If this is allowed to do this, then ENR have definitely. You know, they might be throwing a little bit here.
Last ditch attempt. It's called out.
Their whole team for ENR, for Owls,
just started shifting.
Respawned. Yep, they haven't respawned yet.
It's shifting though.
But this is a mistake. This is a huge mistake because Owls needed something with them. They should have waited for the warrior. This would have been a great idea to do. But they needed help.
Lava's reacting now. Lava's reacting now. It's coming down the road. This, I think. Where is it now? I've lost it. No, it's not. Where is it going? This has to be come up.
They use a combat engineer. They're gonna get it up. They might be able to get one spawn off.
It's too late for Owls. Far too late. Really well done from ENR. A bit slow in the reaction to the timing, but Maybe going to get a warrior versus. It's maybe going to get one spot. No, I think it's going to get proxied. What are the guys doing? Why are they not running towards the hab to proxy it?
It's going to be close. Will they get one spawn?
It's going to get one spawn, and there's going to be everyone spawning on this.
Oh my gosh, here it goes!
They all spawn out.
They need to break the proxy.
Warriors chucked in, and it
just runs someone over.
This warrior up on this ridge.
Oh, the rally on the back. The rally on the back.
It's doing some absolute work.
Yeah, this is a farm. E1 Michael with a 4 for the two of them. Yeah, that's completely killed any hope that they've got.
And now squashing the hab again.
The warriors chasing the lav.
Where's that?
South of Monastery.
Oh, he's dropped some people off as well.
I was 18 tickets and a lot on that hab dead. Just no chance. Hab's proxied now. Radio's gonna get dug. Warrior's gonna come in here.
They needed the warrior to be with the Logi push. They should have waited for it. That was their last-ditch attempt. But wow, O.W.L.S put on the show. They won't be winning this, but a massive respect goes towards the way that they went down fighting.
Yeah, guys, we are fine.
I think overall, a little bit more coordination, O.W.L.S would have took this round completely off them. They kind of hard through a little bit, well, a lot in fact.
Warriors now farming.
They had such good timing though. When they were pushing onto Einherjar's monastery.
They get one more chance. Hab's coming back up. Oh no.
No.
16 tickets to the 69. Too many rallies around Monastery to react towards it. They're not going to take the cap at this point.
That squad 3 rally.
Hat shot from the warrior, half HP. Lat shot again, turreted. This is a long way back for the warrior with a lav sitting poised at that intersection.
He's running. He is running.
This could be GG when we see it. Cream and James are away to peak here on a lav that's a warrior that's already been
coming around the corner.
Yep, this is very much GG.
Engine.
GG. Tickets. Clean kill. 4 tickets remaining for O.W.L.S. Good night. See you in Cora.
Wow. O.W.L.S will be playing again next week, so we will have a 3rd place match that will take place before the grand final. So they will still be playing next week, and we will find out a little bit later, 6 PM UTC, Team 82 versus Old Continentals.
That's going to be a ripper of a game. Wonder how many of those guys are watching this game play out and saw how hard Monastery and Chernikov are actually to be taken.
Vlogle's taking notes. It's just
it was very interesting for the heli. I think if O.W.L.S didn't commit so much towards the heli on the drop off, the one heli going out and trying to kill it, I think if they placed it to try and strategically take something off Monastery, because off the back of the kills they never had anything there in Monastery to kind of clean up with the kills. Because they could have won both rounds, I think, at the start of the rollout if they had something going to the adjacent caps. But overall, it hasn't been that's defined the game. That they very much could have won both rounds. But a very good game nonetheless.
Did see a completely different game this second round. O.W.L.S had nothing to lose, only the game to win, and they threw everything at this monastery.
Yeah.
And Einherjar just fighting over the bodies of O.W.L.S members, pushing in over wave after wave.
Einherjar outfragged quite hard. Appleson hitting with 19 in caps. I mean, I would be happy with the result. O.W.L.S did throw the kitchen sink at them. Squad 6 with a 39 to 70 deaths and 83 in caps. Oofed.
What a game. What a game. When you have 2 mid-caps like that, you never know how it's going to go. It could be an absolute snooze fest. The first round was much quieter, but this second round, as predicted, was absolute carnage. What a game. Hats off to both teams here for this.
Excited to see what Einherjar can do in the finals. And
Precious on for OC versus 82 later. We want to see another great game as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very impressed with both teams. Very impressed with the fact that they can definitely sit out and withhold both caps. They played the long game, both rounds for both teams. Owls, I think, had the more press and matters. They really, really wanted to press Monastery, but really contained there. They managed to, they outfragged them, I think, towards the 50 kills towards the end. But it was very, very close for a long, long time. And I think in favour of Owls for both rounds. But again, experience, I think, showed quite a lot throughout that both rounds as well for Einherjar.
Yeah, what a game. Really, really good. Final thoughts before we end, anyone?
No, it was a really, really good game to watch. I think both sides deserved to definitely win. And they kind of left everything out on the map. Unfortunately, some things didn't work and some things did. But overall, it was a really, really good game. Really, really good to watch.
I'm starting to think Owls left their final attack and final hard push onto a Monastery way too late. I reckon if they did that at the very start of the game rather than towards the end, played super aggressive before Einherjar was able to set up that full surround, I reckon if they showed the aggression that they did towards the end at the very start, whole different game.
Yeah. Owls put in a great performance, but the almighty Einherjar were able to do a much mightier defense and was able to keep it in the end. I was that carnage of Owls just throwing absolutely everything in to try and take the cap, getting control of the hab, but Einherjar just showed that they are a very good team on the defense. And even when they looked like, gosh, this could be it for them, they were able to keep it going. Really, really good performance.
Fantastic to watch. Owls being super aggressive. That is just some peak squad. If you're ever going to attack in a point, take notes of what Owls did, because they threw everything at it. And they almost took it.
They did.
To a lesser side, I reckon they would have capped that without a doubt.
Big shout out to our sponsors for allowing this to happen. Corrupted Infantry, Blue Fang Solutions, Tactical Trigonometry, Bacon, Eggs and Tanks, and also Red Box for the incredible mod that they've been putting together. Also a big shout out to Tim and also Flurgle for joining me today. Really, really
appreciate
good
it, man.
Yeah, thanks.
Really good
Thanks for having me.
Thanks to you and the refs and casters and all the modders doing all the work behind the scenes with the Squad Esports and Squad Esports website. Such a fantastic tool if you want to go have a look at individual players' stats, their kills, deaths, the teams' histories. So much information about the teams are up there. So if you do get a chance, go check it out. That's squadesports.com, I believe.
That is correct.
Yeah, fantastic resource. So go check that one out. There'll be match times, different tournaments coming up, all sorts. There'll be post VODs that you can go see from previous matches. So much on there. So awesome job on that as well, right, Cave?
That's such a good point. The modders have done an incredible job of now making it so that we can get automated scoreboards, which means we will be expanding out to every tournament in the near future. So not just the big international tournaments, we'll be able to take scores for all the regional ones and separate it between them all as well. So that will be coming in the near future.
My stats boner is getting big already. I can feel it.
Thank you very much. And check out later on 6 p.m. UTC 82 team versus Old Continentals.
Have a good night, guys. Thank you.
Good night. I need to.
I live my own life in a new galaxy. I wanna be weightless in the silence of the night sky. I wanna free fall into nothing at all. I'm taking the moment, starting all over. I wanna be free and live my own life in a new galaxy.
Did you cry when I found you in the night? Staying up till 5 a.m. Told me you and him were friends. Woke up in a burning home. Blame myself, I should have known. The stain of light, sealed our fate, buried in the catacombs. Setting fire to the life we made. Such a fucking waste of time. Said you love me till my heart decays. Guess my darling changed her mind. And talks my heart online. Too afraid to find that you changed your mind from sleepless nights. Was I part of your design? Push me till I broke alone. No one heard my heart explode. It's a suicide dive, just knowing you die and question everything you know. Setting fire to the life we made. Such a fucking waste of time. Said you love me till my heart decays. Guess my darling changed her mind. And talks my heart online. Setting fire to the life we made. Such a fucking waste of time. Said you love me till my heart decays. Guess my darling changed her mind. And talks my heart online. And darks my heart online.
What if you can create your own website by saying, this is what I want? With Wix, you can. First up, let's talk about AI color themes. You can get any combos you want, bold and bright, minimalist and sleek, or something you didn't.
You from who this? I'ma pull up in a brand new whip. You gon' try me, that's real stupid. Go all out, it's all I do, babe. Hey, you from who this? I'ma pull up in a brand new whip. You gon' try me, that's real stupid. Go all out, it's all I do, babe. Hey, 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 pull up in a brand new whip. You gon' hey, 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 all out, it's all I do, babe. Hey, 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 hey. You from who this? You from who this? I'ma pull up in a brand new whip. You gon' try me, that's real stupid. Go all out, it's all I do, babe. You from who this? I'ma pull up in a brand new whip. You gon' try me, that's real stupid. Go all out, it's all I do, babe. Pull up in a brand new whip. You gon' hey, 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 all out, it's all I do, babe. Hey, pull up in a brand new whip. You gon' hey, 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 no fun with this. Somebody get me. 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 Hey, pull up in a brand new whip. You gon' hey, all out, it's all I do, babe. Hey, pull up in a brand new whip. You gon' hey, no fun with this.
Was it all in vain? My world revolved around you now. It's trapped inside the pain. Maybe I should stay in the dark after you had it to a place too far away.